Hello friends, good morning and welcome all of you in my self-talking journey day 345. So last 11 month continuously continue this self-talking journey. So I really feel proud on myself and thank you to the God. And I think consistency, all we know that it is very important, and it's actually define us, it's help us to make a better version of ourselves where we feel proud. But it's not easy to maintain. It's a very difficult in initial, when we start, lot of challenges, problem, excuses coming. And but if we make a habit, then I think nothing is difficult. On that time we feel some inner power, which actually help us to uplift and stay energetic, enthusiastic. And that's the reason I encourage everyone to spend their precious time for their body, soul, mind. At least 15 to 20 minutes I recommend everyone. I know everyone know this, that we should take care of our body, soul, mind at least 15 to 20 minutes in morning time. When we doing some prayer, jogging, spiritual practice, it's actually give a new way. Each and every day we feeling energetic. Not only that, we just realize and somehow invent the inner freedom. And that is very important actually. It's take control of our mindset. We control our mind in better way. Actually everything is a mind game. How we interpret the things, how we control our mind, how we control the things, and it's really help. And that's the reason all the successful people, they are also to become focused. They are also follow this. These are the approach which are and I think focused is very important, all we know. But how we develop the focus? So this is also repetition. And if we track our mind, how actually our mind is continuously thinking. And at a day, actually in a day, 60,000 thought coming in our mind. But most of the time, few things non-productive, which is create or overthinking. And that actually drain our energy. So how we just channelize the energy? For that actually we have to be centralize our the potential, actually focused. We need it, the mind empowering. That is by doing some prayer, jogging, exercise and we should definitely do these things. And at least if we practice initial day, maybe 5 minute time. I know all we are busy, but at least if we develop a mindset, at least I spend 5 minutes time in a day, initial days. After that gradually I increase this time. Actually if we spend 15 to 20 minutes, actually long run it's help us to save more than 2 hour time. And actually yes, initial days we not see any visible changes. Suppose I want to develop a bicep and good figure, and I just admission in a gym. I pay money for maybe 3 months or 6 months, whatever. But it's not possible. After visiting gym, after a week, I see the bicep, I see the changes, I not see the weight gain. But yes, if we follow the things consistently, then we can see. We have to change some lifestyle. We have to change some food habit. We have to change in the way the lifestyle. Maybe we have to change the pattern of sleeping. So many more things actually involved. Actually success is a combination of many more things. All we know these things. But yes, somehow we think it's a very difficult things. But yes, everything is possible if we start with small. That means in whatever I want to achieve, start with a small and gradually I increase is the 1% improvement. That is the approach. Or you can see the foggy road, or the foggy road in winter season. Basically, not able to see the clear road, or we not see the destination. But if we start moving, then and slowly we can see the next step and we can move. So if we waiting for the clear the entire destination, and then we will be late. We start our journey. So what I recommend every day, we have to be work on our belief system, work on our mindset. So your beliefs becomes your thought becomes your word becomes your action becomes your value in habit, your habit becomes your value, and your value becomes your destiny. So each and everything is interrelated with each other. So right belief system, whatever I am talking about, if you what kind of belief system, if we have a right belief system, then it's help us to develop a right thought process. If we have a right thought process, then it's help us to right word. That means what kind of speak with myself. So we have to be follow and repetition the right things. If we repeated the wrong things, then also it is just downgrade ourselves. So choose our decision wisely. That means attitude, we should develop a right attitude. Or if we develop a wrong attitude, it's also actually wrong attitude not need to be developed. Actually by default, if we not focus, it maybe the chance as that some wrong attitude we are believe. So we have to be spend some time to talk with ourselves. We have to talk with our who I am, what I want to. That means speak with myself. So when each and every day I speak with myself, and what I want to actually achieve, and how I develop a contribution mindset to the society, then actually when we start my day with these things, then actually I able to make a better version of myself. Yeah, it's not possible that in one day I achieve what I want to achieve. But yes, each and every day, if we audit myself and tracking the progress, if we start writing in the pen and paper, then and it is easier. Actually, maybe in the end of the day, maybe I am failed what I target. But yes, if we audit that, it's a make impression on our mind. Yes, I am fail here, so I understand. Yes, this is the place I have to be improved over, and this is the things what drain my energy. So how I overlook the things, how we take control of my anger, emotion, bad, so all those things, if we just audit on the daily basis, most of the time what happen, we regret after 6 months, after 1 year, after 2 years, or that the time is already passed. Time is the thing, if it is gone, we can't never get back. So if I lost some money, maybe I can earn this money, but the time I can't revert back. So we should utilize our time wisely. Actually it's not a time management, we should know how to manage the time. Actually time management I compare it with is a life management. So how I life manage our life. So we should utilize our time wisely. Actually each and every success people and the failure people, they are getting the 86,400, but how we utilize the time, and that's create us the difference. 24 hours, how we utilize this time, and that make us the difference. And so if we start wisely, then we know the value of the time. And actually most of the time, if we start auditing and writing how we utilize the time, we found most of the time unproductive thought process, unproductive activity, that is not help us to grow in our life, in our career. So that thing we have to be identify, and we have to be reduced. If we start this journey, then we easily achieve what we can want to achieve. And it's not I change on my lifestyle, I help to my family, my friend and society, and to contribute to the nation as well. So we should when I am making myself perfect each and every day, so it's not for my purpose. It's a great contribution to the nation. As because maybe I am the way developing, maybe someone also encouraging, and they also try to change themselves. So if a single person of also influence, at least that is also a great thing. I am really proud of a son of my dad. My father are actually the lifestyle of my father. He's too much discipline in, and too much dedicated on his work, and the way he handle everything. I just saying that if I develop a quality like my father, at least 10 to 20%, I think I feel proud on myself. Actually, my father, who is my I am a true ideal person whom I just try to follow in my life, day-to-day life. Actually, the way without thinking about himself, the way he develop many more things for our society, I think that is also a great thing. He start his job a very small place, but from that place is the way his discipline, his dedication, the way he built this organization on a great place. Still, my father, it's 20 years he's died, but he was died, but still people respect him. So I think that is the true contribution on. And I think everyone in our life, we should would set something, that means how I give back to the society. If I am very very lucky, I am getting many more things from the society, and I want to give back to the society, and that's the reason I am trying to prepare myself, and instead I am trying to do what I can and possible. And yes, sometimes few things is not visible, and sometimes people not understand, but I think we should be focused at, that means how I can and develop these things, and right mentor, helping of right mentor, that is actually two powerful things. Is actually when we take help of the right mentor, they actually help us to identify that in which area I am doing the mistake, and in which area I have to be improved. Sometimes we not see our mistakes. Is actually, if a mentor who is expertise on this particular area, if he guide properly, then we can easily accomplish the things. So we should take help of right mentor. Actually, sometimes we have a attitude like that, I know the best deficiency syndrome, that means I know everything. Actually, that is not the symbol of growth. Or when we start believing that I know everything, that means we stop the door, close the door of learning new things. In a 2026 age, it's not a computer age, it's a AI age. Life is too much faster in comparison of the computer. It's, you can say that it's a 100 times faster. So we have to be need to be adopt new tool and technology to as that we are more productive and help others, facilitate others. So we have to be know new tools, technology in day-to-day basis, how we adopt these things and change in our lifestyle, and how we make a better lifestyle. And we have to develop a mindset when we solving a bigger problem for the people. I whatever I am saying in that is not an easy thing if we not are focused at. Yeah, it is possible when we are focused each and every day. When it's a kind of research work, actually I am just giving some example. I see many more tutors. One tutor, he is getting for 1 hour, suppose tuition, and getting only 300, 400, 500. And another tutor the same hour, 1 hour 30 minutes spent in, but getting 2000, maybe 2500 for the single subject. It may be math or any physics, chemistry. But what is the difference between these two teacher? One is getting that amount and another getting this amount. So and maybe the same thing we can, and the same kind of quality we can and give to others. So we have to be think that what the uniqueness, how we can develop in ourselves, how we can and improve our quality each and every day. Most of the time we have a belief system that that means conventional education is the education. I strongly believe if the self education is the actually the true education after completing the conventional education. Actually the self education, when we each and every day upskilling ourselves, and we have a learning attitude each and every day, we upskilling ourselves, and that is the true growth mindset. Actually on that way we learn the real life, which is usable things. Actually whatever we learn and from the education, the conventional education, maybe that is the backdated education that is not actually truly help the in our day-to-day life. So we have to upskilling, that is the important. And so I think when we start thinking in this way, how we create more value, more contribution, that actually define us as. And each and every day what I am saying in that uh, right attitude, regarding right attitude, I just share one story that is actually somehow it's a encouraging. Actually the story of a balloon seller. So one balloon seller, he just spent and just by selling his balloon he survived his family. So in a fair he is selling the balloon, different color of balloon, green, red, yellow, orange. And so the balloon seller in a fair, when he is selling his balloon, and when he found that his selling is goes down on that time, what he is doing, he just strategic tricks the balloon seller apply. What he is doing, he is released a helium filled balloon to the air. So in a pair of, when a helium filled balloon with sound, it's just fly in the air, all the child attracted to get this balloon, and suddenly the suddenly the selling of balloon is goes up. So in this way, throughout the day, when the balloon seller sees that his selling is down, he apply the same logic, and he just increase his selling. So one day the balloon seller watched that one curious child just tackle his jacket from the back. When the curious child tackle his jacket, on the time when the balloon seller looks back, turn back and see that one curious child just tackle his jacket on the time. When he asking, actually on the time the curious child asking to the balloon seller, is it possible that the black balloon also fly high? On the time the balloon seller smile and say, it's not about the color of the balloon, actually it's what inside the balloon. Oh, so actually this is the line what is actually touch my heart. Actually the true things is, sometimes we are things, they are lucky, they have some maybe color, maybe a talent, maybe something. Actually what is important, like the in balloon, in case of balloon, the color is not important, and the color is not help to fly high. Actually the helium which is help to. So in our case also, right attitude, that is very very important. If we have a right attitude, then we can beat everything. So right attitude, right mindset, that is very very important. And that's the reason. And actually William Howard said that it is the greatest discovery of my generation that human can alter their lives by altering their attitude of mind. So this is the greatest discovery of our generation. So we are human, we can change our thought process, we have change our lifestyle by changing our attitude. So we should work on our attitude. And how we develop, if we have maybe develop due to some reason we develop a wrong attitude, we can transfer this wrong attitude to right attitude. But how? That's why we need to follow few steps, and we can definitely do this. So I wish all of you stay healthy, happy, and throughout the day you be very very productive, very very energetic, enthusiastic, and you make your day success. And you, if you day each and every day success, that means you make your week success. When you make every week success, that means you make your month success. When you make the month, each and every month success, that means you make your full year success, and you become a success. I wish all of you stay healthy, happy. Thank you so much. Bye bye, take care.